So it had some time to dry. Finally, it seemed to take forever to dry. And in my earlier videos on this build, I had wanted to keep this section, the maple, but the stain doesn't act like the paint, so it was harder to keep it from bleeding through. So I think what I want to do is I'm actually going to mask the top and on the bottom, and I'm going to paint it white. I think it'll look better white. When it comes to the deck and all the fittings, it's pretty much all set for the way the ship is going to be now. The only thing we'll do is we'll do the anchor, and I'll do the painting. And for the hull, the bottom, that'll be about it. Then I can concentrate on the sails and the rigging. But what we're going to do is we're going to use I'm going to make it white. And what I want to do is we're going to actually mask off the sections. And let me show you guys what I'm going to use. Okay, so I want to use the testers. We're going to use the white. You can see this is new. So we need to mix it up. So I'm going to use my little trusty paint mixer. Same principle like they have at Home Depot. When you guys go to get some paint, they'll put in that machine and they'll shake it up. Alright, so let's plug her in. And I like to put it on a towel. That way there it doesn't vibrate all over the place or run around. Alright, let's... There. So while that's mixing, I think we're going to paint the ship. Well, we're going to mask it. And I want to do this section right here. And we'll do it all the way to the back. So let's start masking off the sections. Let's see how this is doing. try that. So we're going to get the I don't want this to spill over. All right, we'll pick a brush. Let's see. So at the front, think that looks pretty good. Let's put this in the thinner, and let's check this out. See, I don't want it. This is my thinking. I don't want the paint job to look like the '68 Mustang, where it's airbrushed and it's beautiful candy apple. Think about it. This is an old vessel. Back in the day, you figure, what did the sailors do? They were hanging off the side. They had a paintbrush and a bucket, and they were putting the paint on. You still want it to look nice, but it's not going to look like a Mercedes-Benz. So this is my thinking anyway. So let's give that a little while to dry, and I want to take the tape off, just so we don't get the runs and the drips and things like that. And we'll be able to touch it up. We did this side first, so let's see if I can gently start to peel away the tape off the top. Other side as well. There. Now, when it comes to the different colors, that's good. I don't really want to go extra. We'll touch it up. We'll use a little bit of the stain to touch it up. Just like some of the areas where it might be just a little bit too much paint, like over there. What I'm going to do is we can just barely touch it up, and it'll sharpen up the lines, just so we don't have that little drip kind of looking thing. But I like this. The only thing that I might add is I might put a little bit of black around the holes on the side of the ship, but I don't know, I kind of like the way that looks. Again, to be the sailing vessel. And again, this was what, $13 from China, and I've already altered it. I did the totally different stern. Let me swing her around, because I didn't like the way the stern looked. So I built that out, and that's already all custom. So going ahead and doing the painting, I think it looks pretty good. And again, like I said, we're just going to touch that up, but we're going to do that when it's dry. When it comes to the hull and the painting, it's pretty much done. I'm going to put the name of the ship onto the stern. Side. The next video, I think I'm gonna do the sails first. We're gonna do the sails. We'll put the sails on, and then we're gonna do all the rigging. And the way the masts look, we followed the instructions, Maybe because I'm not familiar with this vessel, but it just seems like the masts are just ridiculously long and high. So I don't know if they're actually supposed to be that high. See, they just seem like they're a mile high. But we'll see. We'll find out when we do the sails, because they have the measurements for the sails to keep it in scale. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut the sails out. And they only give one small sheet of material to make the sails. So if we have to, we'll use additional material. But in the next video, my friends, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start doing the sails, and we're going to put the sails on the masts. So my friends, thank you for watching. Until the next video, I'll talk to you soon.